Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is MADDENMONEYSHOT, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Got another gameplay video for you today with a very specific purpose to make you guys aware of a glitch that, if you don't know this, I guarantee it will cost you games. If you do know this, I guarantee it will win you games. And that glitch is the field goal glitch. That's the icing glitch, which they said that they patched last year in Madden 19. There was a whole patch about it that basically they made it so that if you called timeout for icing, that you would get that icing animation for the rest of the drive, but you can bypass it entirely so that the icing never happens, and I'll show you that later in the game. Other than that, getting into the gameplay, because like you guys probably know, the icing thing only comes up at the end of games, at the inside the 2-minute warning, whatever. So this gameplay starts off the way it always does. I shut down his run. He gets a very lucky play on the second play. He gets something where he basically gets a lag to the point where I can't control my user, and then he just busts through my defense, which you're going to see shuts him down most of the game. He starts to showboat like he actually did something. Dude, he got gifted a lag touchdown. Like, total nonsense. That's pretty much the only thing he does throughout the entire game was because of that lag. Every time that happens, and it happens to me quite a bit, I have no control over myself on the defensive side or the offensive side. So I don't know why you feel like you did something there. So here on the offensive side, I just put out a series of plays, including that play. You can see how dominant it is. As you can see, I'm using it in gameplay here. I am using the Broncos playbook, and like I said, every play you're looking at right now was essentially put out in a 2-part scheme, although I typically like to use bunch formations and tight formations. Now the Broncos playbook really has one serious hole in it, and that's it has a lack of bunch plays. So I try to use this tight formation quite a bit. You can see early on his coverage, his man coverage throughout pretty much this entire game is just smothering, and I have a really hard time trying to find plays for it. I try, like, he pretty much runs the same man blitzes just like I do, because man coverage is OP. And we both have a lot of success pretty much running the exact same defense against one another. So right here, he gets a ridiculous animation. A one-handed pick. My dude's got 2 hands on it. He's taller and all that. And he gets a one-handed snatch, like, right through my dude. I don't even understand that. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of instances where this guy really gets some favorable animations. But it is what it is. We all know that's what it is. So this guy right here, he's pretty much going to run this exact same formation throughout this entire drive. Although he mixes up a little better than most people. So 3rd and 5, you can see when I actually have the opportunity to play defense, it's pretty shut down, and I 3 and out him, so I get the ball right back. He's still got a lucky catch off of that failed interception, so it's like he's still getting some favorable looks. So here I go with that exact same play to the fullback, which I substitute as my running back, and I'm going right back to I have faith in these offensive plays, but like I said, they don't really work out. Like right here, I probably could have went with the X route if I went a little bit earlier, but I went late, and then I ended up throwing it up, and it gets picked off again. So a lot of this is the first game in a draft champions where I chose the Broncos. A lot of the mistakes that I make are really things that can be resolved by timing. My defense, I run the same defensive play. I don't care what defensive playbook it's in. The 3-5 wide man blitz 0 is just shut down. I mean, you can see right here, like I said, he's not doing anything now that I'm not lagging while I'm playing defense. But my offense is going to be a struggle because essentially I haven't used this playbook. This is the first game me using this playbook, so I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. So here on the punt return, I mean, I'm flipping the field basically with special teams. Is right here. I get the ball in basically at the the 50-yard marker with 2 minutes to go. So I'm going to try to isolate some man routes. This is a really good man beater route, but I probably should have threw it on the early read. You have 2 reads on that play. You can throw it early, you can throw it late. I tried to go for the home run, so I throw it late, and luckily it got caught. Almost got picked off. Then, like I said, I stick to tight formations most of the game. And here, this is probably the only play throughout the entire game you're going to see him run a zone coverage. And I think that after he got beat one time, he's like, all right, I'm throwing this out the window. So we're going right back to man the entire game. And on this very next play, it doesn't matter. For the first time, my dude gets separation. Look how the Y route, Julio Jones of all people, finally gets separation of like 5 to 10 yards. These receivers have been getting blanketed the entire game, but right there, he finally gets like some meaningful separation. He got about like a 10-yard separation there. So second half, I get ball. I'm going to keep trying to work some man beater routes here. Like I said, once again, just blanketed. He's basically just running like a flat cover 2 on that play. Cover 2 man is a pretty shutdown defense you're going to see throughout this gameplay. I really should use it more often. You don't typically get a lot of pressure. So here it gives me a free 5 yards. I'm going to run the exact same play that I was going to run, only now I'm going to make a slightly different adjustment because I only need 5 yards. I'm going to put the running back on an in route, making it that much easier. And what does he do? He goes ahead and drops it anyway. So all that was for nothing. I feel a little bit bullshitted. I think he should have held on to that ball. Very next play, first play on the offensive series, and it happens again. Dude sets up right underneath the receiver to pick it off, and then just decides not to jump, decides not to put his hands up. I can't tell you why. But it's pretty obvious to me at this point that I'm getting BS quite a bit. So I'm going to have to take matters into my own hands. I send an all-out blitz. Luckily, he didn't leave a blocker in because he's got his running back running a route. I also start making an adjustment where I put this defensive end on a man of the running back to take that away. And I think that's his first read. And that forces the ball inside. Gotcha, get the easy pick. Get the nice user lurk right there, and we're back in business at the 30. I don't know why I didn't hit the Y route. I mean, I was totally the Y route was wide open and flat. I'm just not doing my best on offense. It's okay though, because it's right around this time that it hits me that I focus in and I say, you know what beats man? Simple zig routes. So I'm just going to put my slot receiver in a zig route. I'm going to spread the field as much as possible, get a receiver in space, and put him on a zig and just wait for him to get open, because zig routes destroy man coverage if you throw it, with proper timing. Next play, I come out in what is classically one of my favorite plays, but I'm just going to motion this guy out, put him on a zig route once again. Just make sure that I have that option, because typically these routes beat man, but they haven't been doing a great job of it. So like I said, I'm not seeing the field great, so I'm just going to focus on that zig route. Sure enough, I get it. Very next play, he comes out in the wrong formation. He thinks I'm not going to run it, and he just leaves the middle of the field just wide open for an easy walk-in touchdown. So take the lead. Like I said, sometimes you really have to simplify the game, and I was trying to come up with big explosive scheme plays that beat man coverage, and I just wasn't seeing the feel for what it was, and I just decided, hey, you know what, zig routes, boom. And that's an easy adjustment on offense. I make an easy adjustment on defense as well, as I'm manning the running back once again with the defensive end, just to not give him that outside lane, forcing a lot of middle throws. As you can see right here, I mean, he has nothing now. I take away that running back, he doesn't have much, so he has to punt the ball away, give it right back to me. I just want to run clock now, so now I'm doing double zigs on the outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically going to hit one of these guys. You can't use them both. Even if it gets wise to what I'm doing, he can't use it both sides, so I'm just zigging both sides. I got to expect at some point he's going to switch to a zone, because he's been a pretty smart player for the most part, but I think to a certain extent I outthink myself a little bit too much, because like I said, right there, that was just a blitz. He still was running a man, and I hit the blitzing side, but right here, like I said, I just keep hitting these zigs. I'm not getting enough of a guarantee that I can keep running this clock, which is ultimately what I want. But like I said, I think I overthink it a little bit, because I'm trying to be ahead of him to the point where I want to make sure that I don't get caught in a zone and throw a pick. And then sure enough, I mean, I just make one too many adjustments, and like I said, I got my zig over there. That's my guarantee, but I wasn't even looking at it. I was looking for a bigger play, and I take a sack. I don't know why. I was trying to hit the A route. I was trying to hit I saw him using on the left side, and it just totally failed me. So here we go for a little bit of a bigger play against man coverage, and sure enough, it just gets eaten up. Which he had success against that route earlier. I mean, I could have threw the route early, but I was trying to get a big first down on a 3rd and long, and it just totally messed me over. So here we go, down. I mean, I'm up a touchdown, so at least there's that. You know what I'm saying? He's still got a long way to go. He's got to tie this game by scoring a touchdown. So all I really got to do is keep him out of the end zone. And sure enough, my defense is playing okay. I mean, for the most part, I'm running the exact same plays. He hasn't had much success aside from one laggy touchdown that he got on the 2nd play of the game. He really hasn't had much success on offense. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. Ultimately, though, I mean, he starts finding plays just like I did to beat my man coverage. Right there, he basically just ran the running back out and back in. That beats man coverage the same way. And I wasn't using that. It's something where you really have to use as a middle linebacker to take away. So 1st and 10, he's getting close. Now I start switching up my defense, which is probably not a good idea. I used the route, but sure enough, by doing that, I give away the middle of the field over the top, and he scores a touchdown. So good series by him. We still got the ball though with 14-14. I got a minute left. I got all my timeouts. We're gonna go right back to the zig route, which has been working, but it's not getting me a lot. Right there, it gets me a 1st down, but I'm not getting as much as I want. I want to get down the field, so I start calling a couple of different plays. Here we still got that zig route, but like I said, I'm trying to hit something deep. I thought that I had a step, almost get picked off right there. You know what I'm saying? I really, my receivers really didn't get much separation from his corners. So here I get a little too fancy. I'm going to try to hit a comeback route, because like I said, I need deeper plays. These short plays are not going to get it done. I try to hit that comeback route for whatever reason, just a horribly thrown ball. Doesn't hit my dude coming back, and instead it gets picked off. So now he's got the ball from the 48. He's still got time where he could possibly kick a game winner with 30-some seconds left. So I can't give him an inch right now. I really have to shut him down exactly where he's at. On the very next play, I mean, I'm getting some tight coverage. I'm knocking balls down. I'm not getting much luck like they bounce up in the air like they might sometimes. And then there he gets the one first down that he needs. Now he's right on the borderline. I know that he probably doesn't have a good enough kicker to make it from here, so I come up with a huge user hit stick just to stuff him in the backfield. Every yard counts right now. So from the 38, once again, sending the house, he falls forward there. I mean, I'm sniffing out the run. He knows he's not going to get much more, so he's going to attempt a field goal from here. So this is where icing comes into play. So he's going to go ahead. He's going to call the play. I'm going to call a timeout right as soon as he calls the play to make sure that he gets this animation, which makes the kick 10 times harder to make. And I feel pretty confident that there's no chance in hell he's going to make it. I even have myself out in a punt return formation just in case it's so short that I can field it for a possible return. And he gets that close. You know what I mean? Like that's a hell of a kick considering the disappearing kick meter and whatnot. So we're going to overtime. He gets the ball first. I don't win the kickoff or the coin flip, and I just have to stop him. Like I said, he hasn't had much success this entire game. So all I really have to do is just stop him. And sure enough, he breaks off a huge run. Luckily, somebody's back there to slow him down. I mean, I get 2 hit sticks at one time, and he almost spun out of that. He would have easily scored. And now I got my back against the line. I mean, I can't give up much more. He's already pretty much guaranteed a field goal. So, yeah, he's pretty much only run the ball. I mean, he's taking no chances with throwing the ball at all because he hasn't had any success with that. All the success he's had in this game has pretty much been with run plays. And then on a critical 3rd and 4, he's going to run the ball one more time, and he ain't getting nothing. So he's going to have to kick the field goal right here. I'm preparing myself for it. And sure enough, I see he's going for it. He's going for the touchdown. He's going for the win. I can't believe this. So we're coming out once again in my pass defense where I'm dropping everybody back. So I'm dropping everybody back. I'm expecting him to hit like a quick slant, and sure enough, it's something like that where he just the throw was just way off. So part of me thinks that based off of the icing the kicker, that's what deterred him from trying to kick a field goal, because it's really hard to kick with the icing the kicker. The way that shows up. So I think that might have had something to do with it. So I got ball back. I know all I need is a field goal, and I'm gonna just hit him with zigs. I'm gonna kill him with paper cuts the same way I did previously. I'm still setting up some audibles. Like right here, this isn't a true man coverage. It seems like he's manning maybe the slot, but that was actually just a regular, what looked like a cover 3 because the streak was kind of there. So here in the very next play, once again, I got him into cover 3. I don't know if this is a man or not, but I'm going to go up top. I get a ridiculous animation where it looks like the ball almost popped out and then he recalled it. Sure enough, that's got me right in business in field goal range. So now I'm in the driver's seat. I know in the back of my pocket that I can kick a field goal because I have a glitch that's going to, take the ice and the kicker thing away. But I want to get a little bit closer anyway. So I just make a little adjustment. I know that he's been using the outside post route, so I just hit him with a slant over the middle where the user's not. And for the first time in the game, it actually gets open. Most of the game, it hasn't gotten open. So down to brass tacks, how to do the icing glitch. It's really simple. All you have to do is pick something other than the actual field goal. Don't kick a field goal. Wait for him to call a timeout. Sure enough, he calls a timeout. Now you want to pick an actual field goal. So I'm going to pick the field goal. Sure enough, you can see no icing penalty, and I'm just going to make an easy kick, which my opponent can also see that there's no icing penalty, so I'm sure he's pissed about it. And sure enough, boom, we win the game easy. So it's real simple. Even if you do choose to pick a non-field goal looking play like a pass or a run, you always have in your audible the ability to audible to an actual field goal if they don't actually call a timeout, so you can't lose. So that's it. That's the vid. If you guys want to see more videos like this, more gameplay tips, do me a favor with the like button. I'll do that next. Other than that, thanks for watching Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.